Title: The Promise of April Story. It's undoubtedly the most beautiful love story you'll see today. Welcome to Romantic Stories, your sanctuary for the most passionate and heartwarming love tales. Here, you'll find stories that will make you dream, romances that will touch your heart, and emotional journeys you'll never forget. Today, we bring you the story of April Lancaster and Thomas Reed, two people destined to meet at the most unexpected moment. The bus that changed everything. April hated Mondays, especially the kind where she had to take a crowded bus to a job she could barely stand. But that Monday, her life changed forever. She boarded bus 17, earbuds in, eyes down. She sat in the only available seat next to a guy reading a paperback, something almost extinct these days. "Do you mind if I sit here?" she asked politely. He looked up and smiled softly. "Not at all, it's yours." And just like that, it began. Thomas wasn't the kind of guy who chatted on public transport. But April had something in her eyes, like she was waiting for something that hadn't arrived yet. "What are you listening to?" he asked, gesturing toward her headphones. "Sad music. But not because I'm sad. I just like to feel sometimes," she replied. He laughed. "I read for the same reason." They sat in silence for a while, a comfortable, unspoken silence, as if their souls already knew each other. Same bus, same time. What began as coincidence became routine. Every morning, April and Thomas found each other on the same bus, in the same seats. They talked about books, movies, songs, dreams. April began to smile more, to check the time each morning with excitement. And Thomas, who hadn't written in years, picked up his pen again. Because, yes, Thomas used to be a writer, before his sister died in a tragic accident that broke him. But he hadn't told April. Not yet. The promise. One morning, Thomas brought a notebook. "This is for you," he said. "I wrote something." April opened it. Poems, all about her. Her eyes, her laugh, her way of talking about the world as if it still had magic. "Why are you giving me this?" "Because I think I'm falling in love with you." She went quiet. "I think I am too," she whispered. That afternoon, under an amber autumn sky, they made a promise. "If in 6 months we still feel the same, let's give this a real shot." Disappearance. But one day, Thomas didn't get on the bus, nor the next, or the one after that. April asked the driver. She waited at the stop. She searched social media, but Thomas didn't seem to exist anywhere. Weeks passed, and April's heart slowly crumbled. She had trusted, she had fallen, and he just vanished. Until one day, a letter arrived. "April, I don't know if I deserve for you to read this. I left because I was scared. Because I love you so much, I couldn't let you see me like this. I'm sick. I was diagnosed with a brain tumor 3 weeks ago. I thought I could fight it alone. I was wrong. More than ever, I wish I were with you on that bus. I think about you every day. If you ever want to find me, I'll be sitting on the bench by the lake you said you escaped to when the world feels heavy. With love, Thomas." The lake. April ran. She didn't hesitate. The lake was over an hour away. She didn't care. She took the train, rushed down the platform, sprinted along the dirt path. And there he was. Thomas, thinner, paler. But those same eyes. She said nothing. Just sat beside him. He looked at her, guilt, fear, and love in his eyes. "I'm still here," she said, trembling. Thomas held her, and for a moment, the world healed. The treatment. April never left his side. She got him into a specialized hospital, used her savings, met with doctors, became his strength when he had none. The months were hard, full of pain, but also of laughter through tears, books read in hospital beds, kisses that tasted like hope. Then one day, the doctor entered with a smile. "The scans show improvement." April cried. Thomas looked at her and said, So, does this count as the 6-month wait? She laughed through tears. This counts as the rest of our lives. Final chapter. April. A year later, April boards bus 17 alone. She holds a book in her hands. Written by Thomas. The title? The Girl in Seat 3B. On the last page there's a dedication. To April, for showing me that love can save you 7 when we think there's nothing left to save. I loved you from the very first Monday, and I always will. April smiles. Because true love never really ends, it just changes form, but it never dies. The end.